celebrating the power of sisterhood and friendship. The Elijah Sisters is a weekly talk variety show. Hosted by real-life sisters Leah, Chantilly, and Angelique Elijah, this dynamic trio has hit the airwaves, sharing their incredible bond through candid conversations about everyday life, personal experiences, and select topics. The Elijah Sisters will empower and inspire women of all ages. They'll spill the tea on the latest news and trending topics, beauty and fashion, fitness, ministry, personal finance, and relationships. Plus, feature interviews with special guests and so much more. This is more than just your typical talk show. It's time well spent with your besties. Watch The Elijah Sisters and let our family become your family.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fabulous edition of the Elijah Sisters podcast. We are so excited to have you all here with us on this Mother's Day weekend edition. And so we are excited to have some special guests with us here today. It is more than just the Elijah Sisters. We actually have our matriarch, the reason we get to be the Elijah Sisters.
Not the matriarch.
Literally here. As well as for Chantilly and myself, we actually get to have our daughters here with us today. So it's a Mother's Day tea. And it is a tea because we're all sipping tea today. So I hope that you brought your special teacup and some of your favorite tea today. So I actually was going to order a special teacup, but I didn't get to. But I have a mug that my son Nathaniel gave me 2 years ago. And I know Miara is not crazy about this mug because it says, "My favorite child gave me this mug." But she'll be all right. She'll be all right. For right now, we're just gonna go with that. Miara claims that Miara said he's getting blocked.
Could not block your brother.
Miara is live with us, but she is currently at the beauty salon getting her hair done. So she's going to be on the chat with us, and we're going to read her responses. But when he sent that and I sent her the picture, she said, "Oh, that was a typo, Mom. He didn't mean it." He sent that from his heart. That's my baby boy. So today is going to be a good day. So ladies, what's in your teacups today?
I have hibiscus tea.
Oh, that is one of my favorite. I love some hibiscus. Mom, what's in your teacup?
Well, I like a good tea blend. I have green tea, which is one of my favorites, but my other one in there, I have ginger and lemon. I combine those together, then I put in stevia. I just love it.
Awesome. That sounds
Mom does special stuff.
Yeah, Mom doesn't do anything straight. Chantilly, what's in your teacup?
Green tea.
Just straight
green tea. If that's what your soul needs, then you be green today.
That's it.
Jayla and
She said
Jalea
this for
are
health.
with us. Chantilly's daughters. Jayla, what's in your teacup today?
Same thing, green tea.
Green tea. And Jalea, what's in your teacup?
Apple and cinnamon.
Ooh, that sounds, you know what?
All
when
right.
Aunt Leah gets off, I may have to get that one. That sounds kind of good.
All
And
right.
Miara has nice cool water with a
Side of water mixed with solid water.
That's all right. Sometimes you just need some water.
A mixture
All right.
of water.
So we want to make sure that we all collectively say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers who are with us today. We want to wish you a wonderful, happy Mother's Day. Wish you a fabulous weekend. We pray that you get to have the time with your children, grandchildren, great-grands, and for the super blessed moms, the great-great-grands. Some of us have been here that long.
Wow.
And for some of us, you are honorable moms that some of us are blessed to raise and influence and be a part of other people's lives and that makes you a mom too. And so we hope that you get the time with your children this weekend, whether that is in person or FaceTime or however you get it, to be able to get that time with them. So we are sending our love collectively, and we want to acknowledge the mothers that have transitioned to glory. And for us, the Elijah sisters, both of our grandmothers are in paradise. And so I personally want to say to my grandmother, Maddie Mae Elijah, who we affectionately all call Mudia, my dad's mother, and Catherine Lynette Burns, my mom's mother, who transitioned not long ago. And we know who is both still with us. And actually, up until I was almost 30, my great grandmother was here with us.
That's right.
Clara Malone. We were impacted, influenced by all of their lives. And so I do know what it's like to have those matriarchs in your life, those ancestors, and have them cross over. So for those of you all who are spending this Mother's Day without those that you are used to having, we send our love. We send our condolences. A dear friend of mine actually just transitioned yesterday. And so we are praying for her family, that you'll be able to be at peace and comforted, because this is sometimes a very hard time of the year for some families. All right.
Amen.
That being said, let's get into some Mother's Day fun facts. I have quite a few. We're going to have some fun today. All right. Jayla and Jalea, are you still with us right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they're able to answer these questions too, is that correct?
Yes, we want lots of participation.
All right.
So we're going to start with the first set of fun facts, which is general Mother's Day fun facts. So ladies, did you know that more calls are made on Mother's Day than any other day of the year? Can you guess how many phone calls are going to be made on this Sunday?
Is that United States or the world?
The world.
Let's see.
Actually, this is U.S. Mother's Day facts. United States.
Okay.
I'd say
1 billion. 1 billion.
No, we're gonna go down a little bit, but it's a high number.
500,000.
Okay, we're gonna go up some.
600,000.
What did you say?
2 million.
It's higher than that.
50 million. Miara said 122 million.
Miara Googled it. You cheated.
Ain't no way she guessed 122.
It is 102 million calls made. Stay off the Google. Stay off Beyonce's
Off the Google
internet.
machine. Yes. And you know why? They just better.
There are approximately 122 million calls made every Mother's Day. Can you believe that? That is a lot of phone calls.
Amen.
Mother's Day is the third highest selling holiday for flowers and plants. Can you guess what the first two holidays are?
For flowers and plants.
Yes.
Easter.
No.
No?
Not at all.
Christmas.
Christmas is one.
Mm-hmm. Those poinsettias.
Valentine's Day.
Nope. I thought it was only Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
I was shocked what the second one was.
Memorial Day.
Nope.
What? Well, nobody
Secretary's Day.
Huh?
I said Secretary's Day.
It needs to be Secretary's Day. It is Hanukkah.
Oh, well, we didn't get that.
More people buy flowers and plants for their moms on Mother's Day than any other holiday. Approximately 1/4 of all flowers purchased throughout the entire year are bought for their moms.
Wonderful.
Normally, Mother's Day is the busiest day of the year also for restaurants.
Yep.
Why is that? Because moms cook all throughout the year, and that is the one day that moms say, I'm not cooking.
Yes. I think my dinner is all planned for tomorrow. You know why? Because I'm not cooking. Oh.
The moniker, this was interesting. The moniker mom comes from babies. The first thing most babies can vocalize is the ma sound, which is why almost every language, the word mother begins with the letter M or is some iteration of the ma sound.
Wow.
I did not
Did
know
you
that.
know the history of American Mother's Day starts with peacemaker Ann Jarvis. During and following the Civil War, Ann Jarvis made a concerted effort to foster friendship and community between mothers on both sides of the war. She started a committee in 1868, which established the first Mother's Friendship Day. The first Mother's Day was officially established in 1908 by Ann's daughter, Anna Reeves Jarvis. She sought to carry on her mother's legacy by creating a more intimate observance of the day, which is more what we follow now. And by 1914, President Woodrow Wilson made it a nationwide holiday.
Okay.
Now, this was mind-blowing. Last year, in 2022, I want you to guess how much consumers spent on their mothers.
$1
$1 billion.
50.
Very
Oh, I
close.
thought you was talking about. I thought we was averaging per person. My bad.
Oh, are you saying per person or are you saying totally?
Collectively.
1 billion.
In that range.
If you haven't noticed, my answer for everything is going to be $1 billion.
Could be a what? 2 billion?
A little bit higher.
Oh, wow. 3 billion?
Over 31 billion was spent on Mother's Day last year.
Wow.
Goodness.
That's a lot. That's
Wow.
good though.
Folks came out that pandemic and was grateful for their moms, and they spent money on their mothers. On average, shoppers spend $245 on gifts for their mothers, according to the National Retail Federation.
Okay.
The most okay, so I'm going to ask my nieces this. Jayla and Jalea, what is the most popular gift for mothers?
Flowers?
It is not, and I thought it would be flowers.
Yes. Another guess. She said something else?
Teddy bears?
Teddy bears.
No, it should be. And I am a mom who loves a good teddy bear.
I would take one too.
Get one more guess.
Chocolate?
Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, I am a chocolate loving mama, but it is not. The most popular gift for mother is the greeting card. Most kids, the first thing you make your mom is a card, right?
Right.
Before you can buy something, you make her something.
Yep.
Every Mother's Day, there are approximately 152 million cards sent.
Wow.
Would not know that.
No.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cards.
Hug your local mail carrier.
Really?
I still have so many of mine.
Do you know what the most recognized flower is for Mother's Day?
Rose?
No.
Tulips.
No.
Daisies.
No.
Lilies.
Lilies? Oh.
The carnation.
I don't know. That was
Carnation.
Yes. And it has a very special meaning. White carnations mean that your mother is still living. Red means that she has passed.
Yes.
So I am advising all of y'all to rear your carnations with responsibility on Sunday. Your mom is still living. Please don't wear a red carnation.
We say, which one was it?
41% of Americans plan to buy their mom jewelry this weekend. However, 72% will still opt to buy her flowers. If you don't know what to get your mom, well, why not just get her both? She'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's an interesting report. Many women are waiting before they become mothers, unlike years gone by. According to a 2022 report, the average age for a first-time mother is now 30.
Wow.
Well, I missed that one by a long shot. I was 19.
Yep.
How old were you, Mom?
18.
How old were you, Chantalee?
20. I was 25 when he was born.
Well,
Yep.
we got on in there. Here we go. Beauty salons and spas get a boost for Mother's Day too. According to the National Retail Federation on Mother's Day, listen to this, ladies, people will spend a record $2 billion on personal services this coming weekend, like spa treatments for their mothers.
Yeah.
I need to get me a pop-up shop next week. Next
Okay.
year.
Just
I
be
need
ready.
It would be some nails, or hair, or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you know what? Time has changed, because if my children wanted to get me something along that line, I would just say, get me some hair and bring it to me.
She really would.
Here's an interesting fact for our mother who is a pastor. Mother's Day is one of the most popular church-going days, ranked third behind Easter and Christmas.
Yes.
Those mothers will guilt them children into putting on those church-going clothes
Yes.
and saying, "You owe me this. Come on to church,
Right.
mama."
And a lot of churches have competitions. Who has the most children? Whose mom
Yeah.
is the oldest? They do. Mhm.
Did you know that Mother's Day was originally a day to protest against the war? Social activist Julia Ward Howe, an abolitionist and the poet who wrote the Battle Hymn of the Republic, first brought the idea of Mother's Day to the United States after the Civil War. At the conclusion of the podcast today, I will actually read the original Mother's Day proclamation. It is actually very beautiful. All right, here we go. We're going to transition to some mom and baby animal fun facts.
Oh, I love this.
The mama and the baby sloth. Baby sloths cling to their mom's fur for 5 weeks to 6 months and then stay close to her side for the next 2 to 4 years as they learn to slowly climb through the trees.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Mm-mm.
The mama and the baby giraffe. Did you know that newborn baby giraffes are born 6 feet tall and weigh 150 pounds?
Ooh.
That is a big young'un. A big tall one. Wow.
They're still not tall enough to reach the tree leaves, so the mother giraffe will pluck the leaves and put them directly into the baby's mouth until they're tall enough to do it themselves.
Oh.
That's some loves.
Yes.
The mama and the baby tortoise. These African spurred tortoises are only 6 centimeters long when they're born. They'll ride on their mother's head or shell until they're old enough to walk on their own. Poor children will put their mom through all kind of things. Could you
You don't
imagine
feel
us being on mom's head?
No, I cannot.
No. I don't think that was ever an option.
It wasn't.
Mama and baby pandas. Panda babies weigh only 3.5 ounces when they're born and are carried by their mothers for their first 3 months. After that, they'll gain, check this out, in 3 months, they will gain 100 pounds in their first year.
Wow.
Good grief.
Wow. Wow. That's
and
a
I was
lot.
stressing about the few little pounds my kids gained in their first year. A mother duck will lay up to 15 eggs at a time and then sit on her eggs for 28 days before they hatch, rarely leaving the nest. Baby ducklings start swimming only 10 hours after they're born.
I wonder if most of the eggs hatch.
I don't know. I have to do some research on that one.
Mm-hmm.
The mama and the baby orangutan. Orangutan mothers only give birth every 8 years or so. The babies stay with their mother for 6 to 8 years and have a very tight bond, the closest of all animals except for humans.
Wow.
Baby cheetahs are born blind, but by the time they grow up, they can see up to 3 miles away. That's my sight. Cheetah babies also have a long, tall mohawk from their neck all the way down their tail, which helps them blend into the grass and hide from predators.
Wow.
The mother gazelle helps its baby stand up on its feet just moments after it's born. She will hide her baby in tall grasses while she grazes and then come back to feed it every few hours. When a mother hippo gives birth, she and her baby will isolate themselves for 2 weeks or so they can bond. She even gives up grazing. She won't even eat so she can spend time with her little one. After that, they'll rejoin the herd but remain closely bonded until the baby is 7.
Wow. Till 7.
You stop eating just so you can be with your little Lulu.
Wow.
Right. Here's one for Miara is a cat mom, and is it Jalea who loves the kitty cats?
Yes.
All right. The mama and the baby cat. Mother cats have a special noise they use to call their kittens called a chirr or a chirrup that's different from all other noises they make and a unique one to each mother cat. A mother cat is called a queen.
Okay. I didn't know that.
No,
Me neither. I never heard that.
Walking around with all that attitude.
Really?
Miara said so. She's a queen. Wow.
Mama and baby horses. Baby horses are born with 80 to 90% of the length of their adult legs and can start walking within a couple hours of being born. But have you ever seen a horse when it's first born? Them things are all over the place.
So unsteady. They're shaky.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have the length of their legs, but they sure don't know what to do with them.
They don't have the strength.
But when traveling in a herd, the mother horses will put their babies in the center to protect them from danger. Alligator moms actually bond with their babies and show affection, which is unusual among reptile species. Baby alligators stay close to their mothers for a whole year, and the mothers will fiercely protect them from predators.
Wow.
The baby chipmunks. These little critters weigh only 3 grams when they're born, and they live in an underground burrow for 1 month. And then their mother helps them venture out and learn how to forage and gather food.
Wow.
We got a couple more animals I thought was super fun. Then we'll move on with the rest of our show. Let's learn about the elephant. I thought the elephant was
that's my
awesome.
favorite.
All right, elephants give birth to the biggest babies on earth, approximately 2 to 250 pounds.
My God.
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
And they carry these babies for a whole 22 months. That's almost 2 years of being pregnant, ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mm. Once baby elephants are born, the other ladies in the herd all help babysit. And let me tell you something. If I'm going to be pregnant 2 years and give birth to a child that's 250 pounds, y'all just better help.
Everybody should be chipping in.
I'm going to need a moment.
Right.
Full-time sitters are called allomothers, and they help in every aspect of raising the baby elephant. The relationship between mother and baby elephant has been correctly described as the closest of any animal on earth.
Awesome.
Meerkats live in groups of around 20 with one dominating pair producing new pups. These pups multiply quickly, which keeps the group very busy with care work. The care work is most often, this is what I like right here. The care work is most often completed by the aunts and the sisters, who teach the youngsters the necessary skills required to survive in the desert. I think if I'm giving birth, then my sisters can just go and chip in and help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think my sister was going to have a whole lot to say about that one. All right.
No.
Okay. And the polar bear. The polar bear mom raises their children in an average of below 40-degree temperature. That is cold.
That's chilly.
They dig an underground den when they remain in a hibernation-like state throughout the coldest winter months. Then after giving birth between November and February, they live in the safety of the den while the cubs nurse on the fasting mother's milk. Remember, she's been fasting for quite a while.
Okay.
When the family emerges and the mom begins hunting seals again. At this point, she's been fasting for 8 months. Moms make huge sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Fasting for 8 months.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a fast.
Yes.
That's a fast.
Yes. Wow.
That is a fast.
This tells you what you can do what you can produce if you fast, though.
Yes. Yes. And lastly, the giant Pacific octopus. This amazing female mission is to have just one successful brood in her lifetime. But can you guess how many eggs that she will lay at one time she gives birth?
She only gives birth once in her lifetime. I would say the octopus mommy she lays probably about 100 eggs.
No.
I think it's more than that because I remember actually learning this fact a while ago, and I was like, "Good Lord, it's in the thousands."
It's way into the thousands.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Let's hear the children. Let's hear the girls guess.
Jayla and Jalea, how many eggs do you think this octopus has?
1,000.
It's more than 1,000.
Wow. Miara, how many octopus eggs? Is it like 50,000?
It's more than that.
Wow, this is an egg-laying machine.
She will lay roughly 200,000 eggs.
Yeah.
And no wonder she can only go once in a lifetime.
Right. And will do anything to protect them. During the month of caring for the eggs, she is nearly starved to death. She may even go as far as eating her own arms before she will leave her eggs for food, because
that's love. That's love right there. Okay. So all of the octopus around are probably kin to this one.
Probably.
Wow, that is something. That's amazing.
And I wonder how many out of all those end up surviving, because
it says
not that them will survive.
It says once hatched, the offspring float around in blooms of plankton. So, I mean, she cares for them till they're able to go out. But what's sad to me is the mother is often too weak to defend herself from predators and usually does not survive. Once she gets them viable, she doesn't survive.
The sacrificial life. Miara said, don't they die soon after laying all those eggs?
Yes.
Oh,
but this
turned out to be a sad story.
Poor little octopi.
But the love of a mother is the love of a mother. And I actually just thought that was actually very touching. So having shared that, we're going to transition to Angelique. And while we're sipping our tea, she's going to give us some fabulous teas to sip on for the remainder of this weekend.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out what teas did I want to use, what teas did I want to focus on. So I found it's for Mother's Day tea parties.
Ooh.
Okay. So one pairing would be Darjeeling tea.
Oh, yes.
This is a tea that's good for all courses, no matter what type of tea party you're having, if it's little finger foods, whatever. They said it's a vibrant tea, loved for its aromatics and flavorful cup. It's a flavorful cup, just a flavorful cup of it.
Okay.
It is delicious tea, well paired with most everything at the tea table. It's incredibly delicious with desserts and French pastries. So if you're getting fancy, get you some Darjeeling and some French pastries.
All right now.
Okay. Darjeeling.
Now, another one, I'm not a fan of this tea, but they did say it's an option, is Earl Grey tea.
No,
I
don't
care for
like it. Don't
I-
like
I'm not a fan of Earl Grey.
You know what? To be honest, I always thought that was old people's tea.
it. Wait, how old are you saying when you say old people?
I said I used to in my young foolish days.
Okay. I have a box of it to give away now.
A lot of people say that's like, if you really drink tea, that's the tea. Like, if you're a tea drinker, that's like, I'm like, I guess I'm not a tea
The
drinker.
flavor is not good.
It's
I'm
not.
a tea drinker, but I don't like Earl Grey.
No.
No.
It sounds so good too.
Yeah. They said this one is good with desserts.
Okay.
You gonna need something sweet with that.
Well, I could see that because it's bland. It doesn't have a
It
okay,
doesn't.
Moving on.
Yeah. Like 5 packs of stevia. Yeah.
You're gonna need some
They said
dessert.
it's the best known. They said it's one of the best known black tea blends in the world, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
They said it's with it. Now, this is what I'm like. I guess I had the wrong type. They said with its fruity and even sweet citrusy flavor.
Mm.
Earl Grey?
Yeah. What?
I don't see
Yeah.
fruity or sweet. No. Wow.
Okay.
Why didn't you have it like that?
They
Why
said
didn't
it-
you have it like that.
Yeah, no, mine
never.
didn't taste. I didn't taste none of those notes.
No.
They said it pairs beautifully with sweet courses.
Okay. Nobody believes that.
No, so
Did
y'all
you
say
read
so.
something from? Did you read something from Britain?
I know. Like, if y'all try to okey doke me. Earl Grey. Maybe I said maybe it's if it's like really good Earl Grey tea, it'll taste like that. Maybe I just had some that wasn't the best. I don't know.
That's not
Okay.
it.
Another option is chamomile tea.
Mhm.
Or chamomile, chamomile, whichever one y'all want to go with.
That is the tea right there.
That is now that I'm like, y'all, okay, I can do some chamomile. I can do some chamomile.
Yes.
I'm be ready to take a nap, but I can do
So
chamomile.
you don't need to be out driving around town. But you can-
You're gonna relax. We can't keep that one.
They said this one is good with scones and desserts. It is
Okay.
a caffeine-free herbal tea. It has an apple-like flavor, which makes it pair well with scone courses and sweet courses.
I don't know if I've ever thought about apples.
I've never had the apple.
Why are they getting all these fruits? Where did you get this information from?
I said I've never had an apple-flavored chamomile, but okay.
Wow.
Okay.
We drink it to relax. So I don't know what other food comes after that.
Now, another one is Assam tea. It is a
You
strong.
on here? You on not your cousin?
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is a strong black tea that nicely complements finger sandwiches. See, now they didn't even say there ain't no fruit notes, no citrus notes. It's a strong black tea that
Okay.
you can have with finger sandwiches. So okay.
I don't know that tea.
I've never
Me
heard of
neither.
that one.
Another one. Now this one I said okay. They got me with this one. Mint tea or peppermint tea.
Okay. Now
I like
that.
both.
I like those.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
They said
I mix them. Mhm.
Me too. I've done that. They said it's they use this word. They said it's a suburb choice for serving with tea sandwiches, chocolate, and fruit-filled sweets.
Okay.
What in the world?
They said it's superb. Well, actually, they said it's suburb, but I didn't type the thing, so I didn't spell check it before they put it out.
The suburban tea.
It's a suburb choice, but anyways, that's what they said it goes with. Now I can definitely see like mint and chocolate.
Yeah,
even mint with fruit. So yeah, I can see why that would be like a refreshing little zhuzh.
Okay.
Another option is white tea. I don't know if I've ever had white tea.
I have. It's a taste.
They said it is naturally sweet with a somewhat strong flavor. It's best to avoid serving white tea with strongly flavored foods, but it's delicious with lightly flavored scones and sponge cakes.
I think somebody from Europe wrote this.
Somebody with a sweet tooth too.
It's a lot of stonage in his.
Wow. Scones and sponge cakes. I'm like, y'all talking about them tea parties y'all have out in the veranda. Okay. We talking about having something out on the porch. Another option would be lavender tea. I can't do. I'm sorry. Lavender. I'm not a fan of floral. I can't do the lavender tea. I try. I
can drink
not in my tea.
It has to be mixed with something, but I will. It's good.
It smells so good.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
I like lavender. I like lavender products like to help you relax. But lavender tea it didn't. I don't know. It just made me feel. It made me feel like I was drinking a flower, and it didn't do much for me.
Yeah.
They said it is a common afternoon tea selection, so maybe I just drank it at the wrong time.
Wrong time of day. That's what it was.
That's what it was. And it's often used as ingredients for scones, sweets, and other baked goods.
Scones again.
There you go. Y'all put it in. Y'all try to okie doke me.
That's what it was. You didn't have you a scone. See?
And I probably drank it too late in the day. The last option is oolong tea.
Oh yeah.
Oolong tea has a complex flavor that pairs beautifully with the savory course or tea snacks that lean towards salty.
This was somebody from Britain. Who you know talking about tea snacks?
What's a tea snack?
He already said you're gonna need weekend juice options.
Oh my goodness.
What's the pick? I probably would pick.
Those are wonderful though.
The mint tea and the peppermint tea. If I were just to pick a tea, that would just be what I prefer.
Yeah.
Would be.
Remember Juicy Juice?
Yes. And the thing about mint and peppermint too, you can drink those, and well, you didn't say green tea, but those you can actually drink cold. And I actually do drink those cold.
I do. Mm-hmm.
You can steep them.
I've mixed green tea with mint tea and had that together cold.
Yeah,
it's really
good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sonic has that. Now I like getting that in the summer. They have a mint green tea, ice mint green tea.
Refreshing.
Yummers.
Oh, so
Thank you so much for that, Angela. For the sake of being a team player, I'm going to try all of those and give my review by the next.
I'm not gonna try Earl Grey again.
Are you gonna try them with scones or without scones?
I'm not a big scone fan. It's a.
But if you can't try them, then you gotta have them with scones.
Right. And my tea snacks. Chantalee, do you have our Mother's Day reading for us?
So on Mother's Day, the sun is going to be moving into Taurus.
Okay.
And Taurus represents stability and security. So it's a lot of that energy gonna be us as women and mothers, we like security and stability. So that whole energy is going to be through starting on Mother's Day and through the whole until June 15th.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Almost a whole 30 days, huh?
Mhm.
Wow.
And so yeah, the sun and the moon is mother's, will be in Taurus on Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
And that's what I got.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for that, Chanteline.
Wow, wow, wow.
Well, once again, this is Mother's Day weekend, and our mom is here with us. And while mom has all of her daughters and granddaughters here, we want to all take time, respectively, to tell her Happy Mother's Day. And we're actually going to, we normally go oldest to youngest, but we're going to go youngest to oldest, and we'll start with her granddaughters. So we'll let Jalea start.
Oh,
She wants her instructions again.
Oh, just say Happy Mother's Day to Grandma, however you want to say it.
Happy Mother's Day.
thank you, Jalea.
And
Thank
Jalea,
you.
how old are you?
9.
9.
Wow.
So you'll be 10 this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that time has gone by so fast.
We need pictures so everybody can see how beautiful they all are. Okay, next.
All right, Jayla.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma.
Thank you, Jayla. I enjoy seeing your Instagrams. All
And
right.
Jayla, how old are you?
10.
All
Wow.
right.
Getting so old.
All right. Miara, can you speak at all, or you need us to translate for you?
Oh my goodness, she sounds just like somebody else. Happy Mother's
right.
Day. I made you a grandma 25 and a half years ago, and I love every second.
Wow.
Thank you, Miara, for that reminder that
I
you're
feel
not
you
only my
made her
granddaughter,
grandma.
but you are the first.
I feel Renee made you
I
a
did that,
grandma.
but okay.
That's not the way she sees it.
Okay.
Thank you so
It
much.
at least was a team effort.
Yeah. She went out here solo.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Angelique.
That was so blessed.
Happy Mother's Day, Ma. I love how our relationship has grown as the older I've gotten, how it's changed, and even though, of course, I always respect you as my mom, period. We're not best buddies, talk about everything. It's a lie. I do like that, I can talk to you about more adult things about womanhood, marriage, relationships, money, really just anything, health, that's, I just like that I just have that door to just, if I just need to talk to you about anything or joke around with you or whatever, our relationship is that close. And I like having that close relationship because I know people that don't have it.
Wow.
And don't talk to their mom at all. So being able to have that, that relationship is something I really enjoy and treasure. So happy birthday, Ma. I love you.
Thank you. You say happy birthday. So happy Mother's Day and
Mother's
happy
Day.
birthday.
Be coming.
I do
Happy
have
Mother's
birthday
Day
coming up. Thank you. Wonderful.
Chantelie.
Happy Mother's Day. I wanted to say, for old time's sake, Ma!
Yes, I have heard that.
And do not like it.
No, I'm thinking, isn't it more to it than that? Wow. Did you all notice that her daughter sounds just like her?
Just like
Yep. Thank you so much.
I do that sometimes when I try to get her attention sometimes, but I know, Ma! As I know you'll respond to that.
If for no other reason but to stop it.
That's the point.
Oh.
Well, Mom, I want to definitely say Happy Mother's Day to you. And of course, I was the first one to make you a mom 45 years ago. I don't know whoever Miara got that she needs to. Anyway, but definitely have enjoyed the journey, like Angelique said, of transitioning from the raising relationship to being friends. And you've been my mentor and helping me even today with some things that we talked about. And I just think that you're just a phenomenal person. And I wouldn't be here and be the person I am without you. And it's been an amazing life with you, an amazing journey with you. And I'm just so proud to say that you're my mom, and I'm thankful for you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Leah, for being
Really,
the first
Miara?
one. What did she say? I played a very big role. I think we all can agree. I think we
Finish
have
getting your hair
agree.
done.
Go to the corner.
I thank you for being the first, Leah, to break through the matrix, to be the one who started it all off. I appreciate being here today with you all. What an appropriate Mother's Day time, especially since I didn't have sons. What you all see here is what we have. 3 daughters, and it's exciting. What age were you all when you saw our relationship shift from raising you to where we could talk about other things? What age was that?
For me, because I got married at 18. I think it was a progressive thing for me, because you really stepped in to help me become a wife and a mom, because I got pregnant right after I got married. So like life happened for me right after I turned 18. So, but I know that I really noticed a change. It kind of sounds bad, but I really have to say after I divorced my kid's father.
Oh my God!
And I only say that Miara close your ears, only because I feel like I had been so boxed up in those 8 years, and I so came into my womanhood in myself and found my voice again and who I was. And in that year, I moved back home and I was just free and able to be myself. And so you were so instrumental in helping me. That was when I started traveling to preach and working with the dance ministry. And so everything that I am now happened after that. And I did tons of stuff with youth ministry, but so much that defines me, I think, who I am now. And the conversations, because that's a whole nother episode, but I'm saying I wasn't able to speak to you a whole lot personally because of things in my marriage, but I was able to know you better and connect with you better. And so I would say 25 on.
Okay. All right. I have to make myself stop interviewing you all. I love interviewing people. Okay. What age was it, Angie?
Yeah, I don't think it just happened all at once. It wasn't like as soon as I turned 18, it was like, all right, go be girl somewhere now. It wasn't that. I would say definitely in about my 20s, I started noticing.
Okay.
A definite change in I could say an evolution, not just like we didn't just change, like you and my mom no more. But definitely in my 20s, I started noticing just how you would speak to me, how our conversations would be, what things you would speak to me about. Definitely by that point.
Okay. Shantali?
That was a very hard question. I guess because it's the same thing as it was progressive and not all at one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. I mean, some subjects, because I was coming out of shyness too, some subjects I was like, here's a book on this, here's a book on this, here's a book on this. Wow.
Yeah, I want to say it kind of progressed with milestones, like when they said, becoming an adult, moving out, having Khalil, getting married, moving away, becoming more spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of progressed with each milestone, I guess.
Wow. Okay. Can I ask my granddaughters a question? Jalea, I still stumble over their names because they're similar. Jalea, tell me 3 things that you've learned from your mom.
Make it good.
No coaching from the sideline.
You know where you live, girl.
They called me an alien the other night. I just thought I'd let you know that.
Oh my goodness. It's an alien. Well. Okay, Jalea, tell me something you've learned from your mom.
How to put on my own clothes by myself?
Wow.
How to put on your own clothes by yourself?
That's very important.
Yeah, yes, it is, because if she was still doing that now, oh my God. Okay, who taught you guys? Who taught you how to do makeup? Because both of these girls can put on their own makeup, and they've been doing it a while. Who taught you that? Huh?
Social media. She said James Charles.
Oh, well, let's not say that. Let's not talk about him on the channel.
Okay. Who's teaching you guys how to cook? Oh, she said, oh yeah, her. This is so funny. Okay, when school is in, who teaches you all most of the school work? Who's helping you with that?
They said me.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. I just wanted everybody to hear that you're way more than just a pretty face, Chantilly. Amen. Miara, tell me something you've learned from your mom. And remember, I'm calling you after this if it's not what I want it to be.
I definitely learned how to do makeup.
Makeup, okay.
Dancing.
Dance, yes. Outstanding dancer.
Lasagna, but she ain't sent me that recipe yet. So
What recipe?
Lasagna, she's the only one who make it like how I like it.
And you've been asking her for it?
Well, I've been asking her to make it, but she won't do that. So I just set her for the recipe. And we got that.
Okay, so you all hear it right here today. Minister Leah, could you please send that recipe to your daughter?
I'll be there in July, so I'll make it for you.
Oh, wow.
Her heart.
Wow. So Miara, you do so many things well. You seem like the person that would not be as good as you are at public speaking. And what I mean by that is, I didn't think that was going to be you. I heard you publicly speak. I heard you sing. I heard you dance. I heard you pray. And now I see your work with children. You are so strong in all of that to me. You know?
I got Bernadette. It's there.
Because what is that?
Bernadette.
I don't know if they know what you mean.
Your name means strong.
Wow. Praise
Miara's
God.
middle name is Bernadette. Her middle name is after her grandmother.
Yes, I didn't want to be the one to be like, yes. That is wonderful. I am so thankful to God for my daughters and for my granddaughters. And I'm excited about everything that they are and everything they're going to be. You know, as Minister Leah said, I keep saying Minister Leah, because as she said when we came on, this is from a long line of strong women, a long line of outstanding women who have done a lot to raise their children. My mother, that's 6 children. That's grandmother on the other side, that's 7 children. And then their grandmother, great grandmother, which is my grandmother, that's 10 children. Okay. So I thank God for that.
Amen.
I thank God for that.
Amen.
Right. Do you all have another question for me? Because I have one thing I want to say before I leave.
We're going to come back to let you say that in just a little bit, but we have something next we need to get to.
Wonderful.
So for myself, actually, you, Mom Chantley, and Miara, the question is, what has it meant to be a mom? So Miara married someone who already had a child, and I think I applaud my daughter because she immediately embraced her husband's daughter. And you can't tell Miara that Amaria is not her child.
That's wonderful.
And that's the way it's supposed to be when you marry somebody.
Yes.
And so I just briefly, I would like to ask all of you, and I'll start with Mom, and then we'll go to Chantley, Miara, and then I'll answer, what has it meant to be a mom?
That's the thing that I wanted to say. What has it meant to me to be a mom? It's everything to me. It's the most important thing I've ever done in my life to me. You know, and I know a lot of people say, no, it's God, it's ministry. No, it's being a mother for me. And then after that, it's being a grandmother. That's, to me, I could never do more than that because it came out of me, produced it. You know, your dad did help. He did his part. But that's what I love more than anything else. If I had to give up everything, that's the one that I wouldn't give up. Being a mother, being a grandmother. Yeah.
And great grandmother.
And great grandmother. You see how it keeps this the gift that keeps on giving. Yes.
Chantley.
Being in a constant state of fear and
Okay.
Well, I know what she means.
Yeah.
and being very honest with yourself.
Yes.
Especially when you start to see some of, you know, it's great when they pick up on the things that you do that are great, but it's not great when you say, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, that is so me right there.
I gotta tighten up. Just being, it means it's a lot of being honest with yourself, and that's all I can think of right now.
I mean, that's the truth right there. That really is it.
Yes.
Miara.
Miara says,
having her is such a privilege, especially because she isn't mine. I can't finish reading it.
It's a breathing experience. I cherish what we have even more because she doesn't have to choose me, but she does. That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful. For me, being a mom was, I think is the thing that matured me. It's the thing that made me really understand who I was as a person. I understood, I knew who I was, but my kids defined my purpose in this world, becoming a mom, because I understood for sure why I was on this earth and what I had to do. And becoming a mom, I feel like Chantley too. I've often said when I found out I was pregnant with Miara, and my mom knows, I immediately went to my mom and like repented of things she didn't even know I did, because I was like, I need to get this stuff under the blood, because you reap what you sow. And and then I was having a girl too. I was like, geez, this stuff's gonna come back to me. But and you know, it's a different relationship raising girls than boys too, and the journey of raising Miara, having a daughter, I should say, and seeing parts of me in her, particularly the parts of me I didn't care for, and the parts of me that I needed to grow, the parts of me that really scared me. You know, on the last episode, I was open about being a sexual assault survivor. The parts about the world that scared me was hard, but it makes you have to do your part. And I think it made me understand my assignment in this world was not just to be a mom, but I'm here to raise citizens. I'm here to raise people who are assets to society.
Yes.
And so and it's a continual job. You don't stop being a parent when they turn 18.
No, you don't.
You know, so it's been a roller coaster, but I've definitely enjoyed the ride.
Yes.
Chantalie is going to talk to us and ask us about our life goals.
Okay, yes. Well, first, before I do that, I just wanted to say, appreciate Angie, because when I first had Khalil, she was there and she helped in a lot of ways. She was like his second parent. So I just wanted to appreciate her for being a mom aunt.
Yes.
She's been that with my kids too. When I had Miara, she would come and she was a teenager. She was like 12. You were 12 when Miara was born, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She would literally come have mom and dad drop her off at the house, and she would just say, "Go to sleep. I got her." Yeah. Because when you first have a baby, you close to having a breakdown. So like, I don't know what this child won't sleep.
She's got a heart for kids. She does. Angelique is loving but firm. She has a real heart for kids, has worked in daycare centers all over Michigan. Yeah.
So I would say for Chantalie and I both, we would not quite be where we were, especially in the beginning days with our kids, without Aunt Angie. And all of our kids know that. My kids for sure know that.
There's Miara. She's on camera.
Can you hear me?
There she is. Yes.
Yeah.
It's cute.
All right. She's all done.
Oh, she still got daylight. I don't appreciate that at all.
I'm telling you, we're dark over here.
On the Angie thing. Thank you, Angie, Mama.
Wonderful.
Bestest, I ain't never had so many matching clothes in my life. Good. And it's just so all around, we kind of like a big sister mommy to me, because you were 12. I just wanted to say thank you. It still go to you too. And I missed you. And Shani too. You was a mommy too. You was like,
oh my goodness.
That's beautiful. I appreciate both of my sisters were there a whole lot. I appreciate both of them.
Miara was like a doll. Everybody wanted to buy her all the matching shoes we could find. She was the first grandchild, and she was like a doll. What can we spend our money on this week?
More blue school.
Yes.
I gave title. Yes. But it's about.
Uh-oh, you're going in and out.
Now you
going back on mute.
Probably she's moving around and stuff. Mm-hmm.
All right, Shani, you gonna go to the life goals?
Yeah, I just wanted to sometimes like we don't always say, like we tell kids in bits and pieces what we want for them, but we don't always get a chance to just sit down and say what we want for them, not in a you need to do this way, but just letting them know that, this is what I see for you, this is what I know you can do. And if you don't see it for yourself, and I see it for you, type of inspirational, motivational way, and I feel like this is a good day where we can share what we would like to, our goals or whatever that we see for our daughters. And that's what I wanted to go ahead and start with. I think there's a better way to say it, but just where we know that our daughters can be, and who wants to share first?
We'll let you go ahead.
Well,
since she brung it up. Wonderful. This is exciting.
Well, I have one in here right now. So I'll start with Jalea. I think Jayla's putting her dog up or something. But for Jalea is very creative, and Jalea is very sensitive, and I know that she can be. I know that I see her. Oh boy. I had to pace myself because what I'm not gonna do is cry. Miara trying to get me started.
You see what I'm saying?
Egg roll. Anyway.
Pineapples.
Clean the floor. It does it for me.
Beat the sinks.
Oh my goodness.
So, but anything that has to do with arts or beauty or fashion or even psychology or coaching, I think Jalea would be good in that. She's she loves like things like beauty and fashion and hair and makeup, and I think that she like wants to share like a message.
Okay.
She might not be sure on what it is right now, but I do. I think that I think that I would like to see her explore those parts of her more.
Okay.
And the Jayla, she is a good teacher. She's good with technology, management, because she's a little bossy.
We call that leadership and organizing.
Really? I don't even call bossy enough to know it's leadership. Give it a nicer name, please.
I said management. That's why I was planning the management.
Yes.
Let's see. What I said teaching, technology. I feel like I'm missing something huge. She can also see things before they happen.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what that's what I see for her.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, who does she manage? Is it people or things? Who does she manage?
It's people, very much people.
This is clear. Okay.
Wow. Well, I would say, were you done, Shawnee?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cut you off if you're in the flow, if you're in the river. I would say to my daughter, to Miara, Miara came into the world.
Wow, Miara.
Miara came into the world making a statement. Like, yes. I'm here.
Yes. True.
I am here.
Yes.
And she still says at almost 26, I am here. And
yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But Miara, without telling a lot of her personal business, Miara definitely has had obstacles to overcome and struggles to get through.
Right.
And I'm so proud of her for getting through them. And some of them we've done together, some of the work she's done on her own.
Yes.
And so when I look at her life now and the woman, the wife, the businesswoman that she is, I'm just so proud of her. And if I can what I see for her and what I will want for her is to continue to be fearless, to continue to see pineapples.
Clean the floor.
Pineapples.
Fabuloso.
To continue to be unapologetically Miara. Because there was a period, and I think probably still sometimes, and you know, I went through that, is that you go through explaining yourself or explaining why you're doing something, and there's no reason for that. And she's Miara is such an incredible person. Miara is that person that walks into a room and everybody falls in love with her.
Yeah.
Miara meets people and everybody loves
Thank
Miara.
you.
She's a light.
Loves Miara.
Yes.
And so, you know, I want you to, Miara, to always just be Miara. And, you know, when I was carrying you, before I even knew you were a girl, and mom asked me what I wanted to name you, and mom said, remember, every time that a person says your child's name, they're declaring that into the world. And so mom said to me, what do you want? What kind of baby do you want? And I said, I want a happy baby. And so Miara means merry. Miara means happy. I don't know a person who's naturally happy is like Miara. Like, she's just a beautiful person. And so even though people can't pronounce it, can't halfway spell it, every time people say your name, they're declaring that atmosphere. And so I want for you to keep reaching your goals, keep being yourself, keep being the incredible wife that you are, the incredible mother that you are. My goodness. You definitely and I want to say this publicly, you have never disappointed me as a daughter.
Oh my goodness.
You've never let me down. I've never one day been honest. I've never one day been ashamed to say that's my child. I'm so proud to say Miara, Bernadette, Faith, Hussey,
all of that.
Is my baby girl. So proud that you're mine. You know, I recently said to a friend of mine, when they're little, you're proud to say, I'm their mom. But when they're grown, you get to say, that's my child. That's mine. And so I want you to just keep, if I could say anything major, my goal for you and what I want for you is to keep being you, because you're such an amazing person.
Wow. Woo! My goodness.
Right. Trying to get everybody crying.
Oh my goodness. That was so good.
Before we go to mom, because Angelique has been so instrumental in the lives of her nieces, I want her to say what she would want to say to Jalea, Jayla, and Miara.
In a certain, what do you mean by what
you would want for them as far as goal wise and what you see for them?
I want mine separate.
Oh, you know you do that kind of stuff, and you'll get it all up together because you could.
Text her, send it to her in a text.
In sign language.
You know that don't roll with me. But really, I always want the same thing for my nieces. I just want them to have what they want, what they really desire out of their life. I want them to be happy. I want them to be around people that want the best for them, and only those people. I want them to reach all their goals and dreams and not ever feel like they can't or they're not smart enough or whatever enough, you know.
Girl, get out the camera.
I just always, you know, I just always just want the best, like whatever they want, whatever they tell me they want to do, obviously within reason. If they said something crazy, they was like, I want to go out and set myself on a tree corner, I'd be like, well, no, we're going to pray and no.
You would just
tree corner ministry.
No, that's a no. But, you know, if they, whatever they said they want to do, I've never said you can't. I'll never say you shouldn't. So, you know, I just, whatever they know they want to do with their life, even if it changes every other week, you know, it's just, I want them to succeed. And I don't ever want them to feel held back or be held back. And just be happy.
My goodness.
Right. Before we go to mom, Poppy is with us. That's Miara's cat. And so I am that is my grand kitten.
You must be my great grandkid.
Poppy is a girl too, so she had to be a part of.
This is the day.
Yeah.
you couldn't tell the little pink bow tie.
I didn't see it. Can we see Poppy's bow tie?
She got the bell off, just the bell, but she don't even know I'm finna buy you another one tomorrow.
Do you see how she loves that cat?
It probably look alike, and I'm gonna take that one off too.
That's about the third one she done ripped off.
Oh my goodness!
He said I'll rip that one off too. Buy another one.
What'd you say, Miara?
I said I got the words I want to say for my daughter too. No, she's not here.
Okay.
Yet she's supposed to be coming. What I want for her is peace. That's something that I feel like, especially young women, I feel like we gotta soar so hard for it when it's really right in our grasp. We often like to fight for things that we don't need because in the moment it sounds like we gotta fight for friendships, fight for relationships, fight for so many things because we're trying to find who we are as an individual while still being so many other people and wear hats. And during this time where she just turned 16 on the 4th. So during this time where you are transitioning between, because I feel like teenagers are, honestly, to me, they're so misunderstood. You're told to act more mature, but then you're still fighting to still be a kid. Right. So during the phase of this with her life, I just want her to find peace in it all, and whatever that means for her. You know, as long as it ain't drugs, you know, you can't go and do other things to get your peace. But like, other than that, I just want her to know, like, you don't have to fight in any way. It means physical, mentally, emotionally, to get what you need. What's supposed to be will be. You know, you don't have to fight this girl, this boy.
Yep. Just
enjoy as much as you can, and it's easier said than done when you're at that age. You can't wait to get a car, you can't wait to get your job, you can't wait to be out here, you know. And I just keep trying to get her to understand the same thing that was told to me when I was that age. You know, you got forever to be an adult. You only got 18 years to be, really 17 to be considered a kid. Enjoy that. So for her, I just really want her to find peace. Mental health is very real, and the suicide rate in teenager has gone up even younger.
My goodness.
I just want so many of that, just peace all around.
That's it. That is it.
All right, Mom. You all right?
No. I've been hearing so much. It's good to hear what people see in people, but it's real good to hear what people want for people. You know, it's like Chantalie said, you can be, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. But to hear what people see and what people want for people is outstanding. Right. So this is what I wanted to say, and what came to me to say before the show actually started. You all have probably heard this a time or two. And it's a scripture, if you don't mind me looking at it.
Sure. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Help yourself.
If somebody's going to say, no, not on our show, and I'm calling you after this. Jeremiah. Oh, I need to clean up one thing before we do the goals. When you all talked about when it is you notice that we became friends, I want your whole audience to know this right here. My daughters could talk to me about absolutely anything on their heart or mind right now. But I want to say to the world, when we're all doing small talk or girl talk, and then I say, when I saw this man in his number 2 shirt, my husband saw him in his number 2 shirt, oh my goodness. And when I let myself be free and he was looking wonderful to me, I'm cleaning it up because little girls are here. And I said,
I'm wondering when it's gonna end.
I said, that looks like a blessing from God. I mean, he's well made. He's well put.
Jesus!
I said, I always get this. They're like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I say, you just told me everything you had to say. They go, yeah, but that guy is my dad. We don't want to hear it. And I want the world to know this is not fair.
Yes, it is.
Y'all ain't about my daddy. I'm just saying, the fellow is my fellow. When we all do girl talk, you all say whatever you want to say, but I don't.
And that is not true. I don't say everything. It's some stuff I don't cross lines with.
I can agree with that, because I answered grandma's phone one time and it was Papa calling and I said hello and he was like, hey babe. I'm not hello. Wait, hello.
Now, before you go any further. Okay, so we'll see if the answers and everything come in.
And that's why when I have to answer Mom's phone when his daddy calling, I always say, "Hey, Daddy, Mom's driving." You open for you say not one word.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Before you nope. Don't
want to hear sweetie baby
nothing.
You don't want to hear
that. Nope. Until you answer my phone. Hey, daddy, this is shiny.
No, we don't need you slipping up. No.
Ahead of time. Hey.
That's all right. We can leave some to the imagination.
Okay. Well, I just wanted the world to know. Well, let's move to the word.
Yes.
Yes, swiftly. Okay. Jeremiah 9. This is what I love. And then for years, I had this thought, but wasn't able to really verbalize it to my daughters. And then this woman of God, who's one of the most outstanding singers I ever heard in my life, came to our church and sang Wailing Women Win. That was Mrs. Assistant Pastor, co-pastor Shirley Murdoch, who is one of my favorite people in the world, she and her husband. But that is it right there. In Jeremiah 9:17, this is speaking of Jeremiah the prophet, who was known as the wailing prophet of God, who was always wailing and mourning and lamenting over Israel, over his own nation, his own people. So Jeremiah 17, thus says the Lord of hosts, consider ye and call for the mourning women. God says to Jeremiah, your secret weapon for everything going on in the world, call for wailing, mourning women. This is who will help you. This is who will help your nation, that they may come. And then he says, send for skilled women. Skilled at what, Carrie? Skilled at what? Mourning and praying. And when I say praying, I'm not necessarily saying who can pray the loudest, who can pray the longest, who can pray the strongest. I'm saying caring prayers about what's going on. So they may come. Verse 18, and let them make haste. Let them come quickly. Wailing women. This crying prophet, wailing prophet, God is telling him, send for women who know how to care about the nation. Take up a wailing for us, so that our eyes may run down. Send for the women, because the whole nation is aching and hurting, and the women will come and bring something that more women have to bring. It's so horrible that today a lot of women have no compassion for other children, for other people, for the nation, for different things you see going on. But this is the thing I really wanted, no matter what they do in life, I wanted all my daughters to have this ability to care, right? It says, so that our eyes may run down with tears and our eyelids gush out with waters. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled and robbed? Says, how is our nation robbed? Because people don't care. We are greatly, right, confounded and confused because we've forsaken the land. We forgot about where we live. We forgot about our communities. Our dwellings have cast us out. Last scripture, last verse. You hear the word of the Lord. Jeremiah says, listen to what God is saying. O ye women, a word to women. And look at what he says to tell the women. Let your ear receive the word of his mouth and teach your daughters. Teach them what? Teach your daughters how to strut their stuff? No. Teach your daughters how to, when they say something to you, you tell them off. No, that's a lot of that prevalent today. Teach your daughters wailing, caring, and everyone teach her neighbor how to care about what's going on in the land. So I said, what I most want them to do, and us being in ministry while all of our, two of them were born into ministry, while they were young, we had to find ways to teach you how to care about people, teach you how to care about healing, teach you how to care when somebody is going through all kinds of horrible things. And I see that in each one of you all's lives. Leah is a people person. She was born this way. Okay. She's a people person. She is so good. I'm saying she, but Leah, you are so good at reaching out to so many different types of people in the world. You are similar to Miara in a way, or Miara is similar to you because you'd be the first to say, no, I was here first.
Thank you.
You are similar to Miara. When you are hurting, same as if Miara was hurting, you would be a light and helpful to other people, even if you were hurting yourself. And Leah just has that, where she always meets, not people, she meets friends. From when she was young, she say, my friend, this one, who are you talking about? Oh, the girl I just met. Oh, the girl across the street, the little white girl, the little black girl, the little girl who doesn't even speak my language, my friend. And so she, and it's not that she talks all the time, but her heart easily goes out to people, connects with people everywhere, right? You are so good at planning, at events, at coaching, and you were born to speak, right? So anytime anyone has said you talk too much, and why are you always talking, you were born to. If your calling is talking, then you better get to talking, right? So whatever anybody says, no, you're born to talk. Don't let anything silence you. I think about some of the most awesome women, like Mariah Whitworth Etter, like Catherine Kuhlman. In their life, what did somebody tell them to do? Shut up. Don't ever, anybody that says you need to shut up and you talk too much, not something they don't like, but you talk too much, they don't know who you are. Okay. So you keep doing what it is that God wants you to do. I love the way you write, and so much greatness is in you. Keep being who you are, keep going the way you're going. You are doing what I saw you doing. You just have to keep the care and compassion in it, right? And knowing that the Holy Spirit will help you with drawing to a lot of people and a lot of friends. The one thing you had to learn was know which ones and know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Okay. Right. Know when to run. Okay. Yes. All right. Chantilly, the same. As far as caring about people, Chantilly has, I'm telling you, even what she does now, serve people, serve people. Chantilly is very spiritual. Chantilly is a person, to me, seems to be fine if you're not with people, if you're not around groups, but has helped people by the groups so much. Chantilly seemed to be not born to speak, but she has to speak. Yes. For the gift she has, for what she's learning, Chantilly, you have to speak. Chantilly, by herself, the ministry that we have had for years, we asked her to come and do something, and she has helped change and revolutionize our whole ministry, things we were trying to see and get into people. Chantalie, you must speak and you must give. I see you just know your value, know your value, know your worth, know your value. For you, anybody who can't see who you are, oh my goodness, I need you to know how valuable you are, Chantalie, to the world. And what I see you doing, you have to teach more. Don't just do readings, don't just do charts. You've got to teach everything that you know. Chantalie knows so much more than what she knows that she knows. But when she gets going, you will hear it because she's can be to herself and very spiritual. I believe in you, Chantalie. I believe in you.
Till everybody crying.
Oh my goodness. All of these are writers. Leah is a writer, Chantalie is a writer, and then Angelique. I feel a need for a tissue myself. Angelique, I would say same thing. Serve people. Now, Angelique, if you don't know her, she will come across in a different way from Chantalie. Like, I don't have to be in groups. I don't have to be that. But Angelique is so funny and fun-loving and does not like to be stressed, does not like to be down, does not like to be depressed. She's going to have everybody laughing pretty soon. Yes, she can't handle it. When to me, it's so funny. If depression looks like it's getting close to her, she's gonna eat something and lay down and go to bed. She don't want to hear it. I'm gonna sleep this off, and when I wake up, I hope it's all better. Yes, but Angelique, such a level head. Yes, sometimes I look at her and I say, is she my mother or am I her mother? Maybe we were here in another life. I think she might have used to be my mother. I will say, who's the mother? She say, I don't know sometimes. Right? But what I see with Angelique is she avoids so many mistakes in life, yes. With money, with relationships, because she's level-headed. She thinks long game, right? She will try not to let her emotions get the best of her on anything, right? I could be talking to her about something about a person. She'll say, I don't know. I wouldn't pay attention to that if I were you, Mom. And a year or so later, I'll be like, you were exactly right. Right. She helps me with, I used to have a habit of giving money to everybody that asked. She's like, Mom, pray. Mom, be careful. Mom, it's a hustle. Mom. So Chantalie would say, Mom, and you say, Mom. But she's so level-headed where most people her age that are single might go to the store and I'm gonna get 2 juices or 2 teas. I'm gonna get 3 pieces of chicken. No, she buys in bulk. It's just for her because she thinks long term. She's like, I won't be buying this again this month or next month. The steadiness, right? I mean, she's not going to get a 4-pack for her. She's like, we're going to always need this. Let's get 24, 48 of those. Okay. Okay. And even Angelique is so good with technical, so good with editing, so good with so many things. So much greatness is in her. And all of you all, I see your lives are so different because you got different gifts, but all your gifts can work together. If you will keep compassion and serving people right there, this is what I really see. All of you all's money, you hear me? All of you all's money is connected to how much do you want to serve people? Because you got tons of gifts, all of you, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the question I'm going to ask right here. How much do you want to serve other people? A little bit?
As much as I can.
That's where your money is. You want to make more money? It'll be in how much do you want to serve other people? And that voice that says, take time off, quit, give up. I've been hurt by trying to reach, hurt by trying to help. You'll recover from that. Shake it off and keep doing it. I know. I've heard the same voice a lot. Okay. Wow. I was going to say mothers have made the world better. I was going to send out a post this weekend. Then I said, no, mothers have made the world, half of, period, point blank, period. What you're looking at, mothers have had their part in making. Oh, I thank you all for the show. I thank you all for, as sisters, staying together. I heard this lady yesterday. What was the lady's name from TLC, the one who had the disease, who gets sick? Who is it?
T-Boz.
T-Boz, yes. And she was saying certain things like, she said, I have several diseases that work together. And I was getting sick all the time when we were out on the road, right? She said, and I got some of these from my dad, these traits, sickle cell, but it's got a couple different forms she got from both sides of her family. And she said, when I made myself my own guinea pig, I'm just saying it right here, I'm not advocating. She said, I had to become a CBD dealer. She said, to start helping myself so I wouldn't fall apart. But she said, when we did girl groups, she said, girl groups are very hard because it's hard to not get jealous, to not fight, to not just get tired of each other. She said, but we stayed together and worked through everything. And I know sisters, blood sisters who don't talk.
Yeah.
I know siblings who don't talk because they're mad at each other, but that anything that where you could have a difference or where you think different, you all are not the same people. So some things you like, some things you don't. And that you all can do this show together, talk together, laugh together, pray together, cry together. That means everything to me. It means everything, So keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Praise God.
Awesome. All right, Angelique, you got the last question.
The last question is, what is your favorite memory you have with Mom? I'll start with, I'll say Mom or Grandma. I'll start with Renee.
Gosh, that's kind of, and I'm the one that came up with the question, and I the last couple of days I'm trying to figure out what my favorite memory is.
I've been trying to think too. I keep looking at the question like, ooh, come on. Today's the day it's gonna come.
I honestly think one of my favorite memories of Mom was when I was older, and it seemed scary, but it was not, and it probably will seem odd, but it was monumentous for me. And because so much of like we talked earlier about, like when the transitions of our relationships with Mom, and so much for Mom and I has been ministry because of just the calling on my life. And so, and ironically, it happened here in Florence, but we weren't living in Florence at the time. And we were here in a service, and I knew at the time that there was a prophetic call on my life. That was the beginning of me really knowing it, but I was really scared to walk in it, and I really just wasn't prophesying to people or anything. And so we were in this service, and Mom just called me up, and she said, if God gives you a word to give somebody, to give it to them. And I was like, okay. And then she grabbed my arm and she said, no, go give it to somebody. And she,
like now,
because I was like, but we hadn't really discussed if I was ready to do that. Like, I need some more classes or something. I was perfectly ready, but there's been so many times with Mom and I where it really was like, throwing a child into the pool and like, you're gonna swim today. You don't know today's the day you're gonna swim, but you're swimming today.
Swim or drown.
I was terrified, and walking toward the person, I was like, I don't have anything. By the time I got in front of this person, I totally had it. And after that, I just never lacked confidence. And I just thank God for that. Actually, I'm going to say too, because they're kind of connected. And it was when we had the 24-hour prayer watch, and we had 12 set aside intercessors at the church in Muskegon at the time, and I was one of them. And we had to pray in 2-hour prayer blocks, and to lead, not pray. We had to lead a prayer block, and I had never prayed 2 hours straight at that time
in front of everybody.
And the intercessor leading had to pray on a microphone, and never. It wasn't like be there. You had to pray 2 continuous hours. Like it could not. And the whole thing was to all of us. The fire cannot go out. And Pastor Bernard had said to us for the whole month before that, I better not hear that break. I better not have that. And Mom and Dad lived next door. And the reason we were on microphones was because Mom was like, I'm going to be listening.
Thank you.
So I was like, nope, I can't do it. So I walked into Mom's office the day before and I resigned from my position as who quits from praying, right? So, and Mom looked at me and she said, I'm not accepting your resignation, and you're going to take your time slot and you're going to pray, and the fire better not go out. And I did it, and I did the 2 hours, and the fire didn't go out. But I think those were amazing experiences for with me and Mom.
Did you tell him you resigned from children's ministry and I didn't accept that?
I resigned from children's church about 100 times.
I've never accepted it. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
I'll go to Chantilly.
Okay, so the first thing that popped in my head was when we was on 6th Street.
Oh my goodness, way back.
And I woke up early, and Mom was up, and she was like, she let me get ice cream and all kind of stuff, and she was like, just don't tell nobody
wait,
else.
What mom was this?
Really?
Something came over me.
I got older. I didn't realize until I got older what happened. I think Mom was trying to have prayer time or me time, and I got up a little earlier than I was supposed to. And then she was like, just don't tell nobody else. So I was like, okay. As soon as y'all got up, I was like, I got up. And me and Mom, I'm thinking me and Mom ate ice cream together, but we really didn't. And I didn't even notice it until I was grown. Like, wait a minute.
I was trying to get rid of you in the nicest way I could.
Right. Well, it worked because I didn't realize it until I was an adult.
Well, praise God. And that probably never happened again ever in your life.
Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't big on handing them lots of snacks. That's why.
Yeah, but other than that, it was going to Barnes and Nobles and
yes,
learning more about business and spirituality and things like that.
That's my favorite time in my life with you also, where it was just us going to bookstores and to libraries almost every day or every 2 days at one point before you got married and moved away. And both of us were similar searching at that time. Some days we didn't even hardly talk, but we were together. We were looking for spiritual things. We were researching. And that was some of the best time in my life, to have somebody go to the library and the bookstores with. It was, I can't even hardly put it into words today. I loved it. And I see so many of those things we were talking about and researching. I see you practicing and going further into them today. So it was not time wasted.
Angelique?
Oh, I think I think it would be Mom and I when we were trying out different restaurants around town. Just find different ones, checking them out, getting excited about which one we want to try next. This was well before the pandemic.
Yes.
That all ended once everybody shut down. But we wasn't going nowhere. So we tried this food now.
Yes.
That and just mom and I would say in a similar vein, mom and I looking up recipes and talking about different recipes, going keto. And did you see this? Did you check this out? Well, what about, you want to try that? Ooh, look at this bar. Like, it's exciting to us. If it ain't exciting to nobody else, it's exciting to us.
Yes.
But just that time, that's just really just spending time, because mom and I would laugh about some
anything.
Silliness. So just really just spending just when mom and I be on one of our little moments, even when we just talk about soap operas like we talk about real people.
Do not let
you just uncovered the pastor.
You just let people know that I watch Young and the Restless.
I didn't say, now you saying names.
You know why? Because I've grown into the place. I mean, for decades, I thought soap operas were the devil. And then I watched some other stuff that's on TV. I said, if it's some devils running around, that's of the devil. And so I just let myself watch them the last few years. Yes, the Young and the Restless. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I taught myself, Leah said, oh boy, I'm gonna hear calls about that. I taught myself I don't owe everybody the things that I thought I used to owe everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then find out some of those who have something to say, they're in the house watching Young and Restless too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know how many times I got ready for work and mom like, ooh, this person, my mind has switched on because I'm like, oh, she talking about a show person. Okay.
Yeah, so when 24 was on, the show 24 was on, I said, Angie, the president.
Oh, mom messed me up.
She thought I meant Obama.
Obama was still in office, and mom didn't lead into it. She didn't give me no leeway. I was doing something. Mom was like, Angie, the president died. I said, what? I said, what do you mean the president died? I didn't say that. She was like, oh, I'm talking about 24. I said, Mama, no, I can't talk to you right now.
You on punishment.
You can't just throw that out there like I went to sleep and Obama was kicking and I wake up and you got me thinking he gone. You gotta on 24. I said, oh, you should have said that first.
Yes, I have continual conversations where I think when I'm talking to you all, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Yes, you do.
And I found out you don't.
Or she told one of us, she's like, you told like you didn't tell me that. That was somebody else.
Yeah.
I'll go to Miara.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Okay. So I got two, but they're short, but I can't pick between two. So this goes back into talking about grandma. We gonna laugh. So, because my experience with grandma, is different than the mothering experience. So I didn't typically get too much of she didn't really fuss at us or holler at us. It was pretty much fun time with grandma. But this one experience, I'll never forget. Nathaniel was talking back a little too much one time.
Not the comb. Not the comb.
Not the comb. She about to put her brother business all out the street.
And grandma was braiding my hair and Nate just kept talking. And grandma, she just kept on to be quiet and he kept talking. So grandma popped him with the comb.
It kept popping.
And it broke into a whole bunch of pieces on the floor. And then grandma turned to me and said, hand me the comb.
He handed me all the little pieces.
You would have handed the pieces of comb.
Grandma, she don't get mad. So that was the first time I really seen her angry. I didn't know what to do, but I was just picking up pieces. I didn't want to be next.
Yara was handing me all the pieces of the comb. and we tried not to laugh.
We couldn't do nothing but laugh because you looked at me and it was like, did you really hand me these pieces? I didn't know what to do. I froze.
even Nathaniel that I was popping, he busted out laughing.
But the second time I was coming back to Michigan and grandma was paying for my my flight and I got my suitcase and they weighed it and it was too much more than what it was before you had to pay the extra fee. I've never seen nobody open a bag and whip out so many clothes that grandma did for me that day. She said, you need this? Do you need this? Do you need? Okay, let's come with me. We was in the airport lobby and she took out half my suitcase.
We gonna lighten the load.
And I remember because Mom came back with a bunch. She was a bunch of stuff. I was like, "Why you got me out clothes?"
Oh, really? Did you
And
have
she
a
did.
clothes for where you went? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know when Grandma was so serious. She said, "You need this? Do you need this?" And I didn't have time to really answer because she already had stuff in her hand. So I didn't have time to really sort through. I got this. Okay.
You don't need it today.
Oh my
I
goodness.
remember because we have been trying to get you back home. So we was like, this is the last go around. So you finna get on this plane. Your butt is getting on this plane tonight. Because we have been trying to get you back home. Because I remember Mom came home with a bunch of stuff. I was like, why you got me out?
And you know what's funny? I still had those clothes till we just cleaned out the house. And so I hope you don't need them, Miara. That was years ago.
I probably can't fit him now.
It was a while ago. It was a while ago.
It was just funny because it was the fastest I ever seen her move, and she was go. Papa was circling around because he didn't want to pay the park.
Yep. He said, "We drop you off. I'm not going to pay no parking fee."
Really? Oh my goodness, that is
because the point was you are getting on this plane. That's what it was like. You have to go home. We done did everything. We can't miss the plane, and we done paid for the ticket. You got to go. We can't do a second go.
Oh my goodness,
they're my two favorite ones.
Ooh, I never heard the plane story. That's hilarious.
Oh yes,
yes.
I bet you got home.
Talk about the pieces of the comb.
I knew about the comb story.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the plane story.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Khalil got a story too. He got to get away with giving Grandma a ticket for not being in his
oh my goodness
seat belt, and Grandma was like, "He just looks so cute. I couldn't pop him."
One day he gonna get a job and Mom gonna come around.
I tell him he owes me $150. That's how much. Oh my goodness.
Do the girls, either Jayla or Jalea, have a favorite memory or both, or Chantilly?
Okay, here's Leia.
Okay.
I was at an airport or a dentist, I think, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was playing. I think
Talk
Uno.
to the.
I remember when we was playing Uno.
Yeah.
At the table, and that's all I can remember. And also when Jayla baked, when we baked some cookies together.
Yes. I remember that. We enjoyed playing Uno too. They taught me more things that I didn't ever even know.
Yes. It was Mom's game.
Oh my goodness. I don't have anybody to play those games with. How come none of my daughters play games but my grandchildren do? You see what I'm saying?
They don't know some of the backstory.
You don't play games, Miara?
No, I get bored very quickly, and people are mean when you play games. And I'm a sore loser. I'm a very sore loser. I don't want to play them all.
She is.
I don't want to play them all.
She really is.
That's probably why I don't play with you. I used to have to play all my games with Nathaniel.
Yeah, I don't like losing because somebody's cheating.
Oh my goodness.
Nathaniel was a sore loser when he was little, horribly. So
yes, he was, and I would beat him every way I could. He said, "Grandma, you're supposed to let me win. I'm your grandson." I said, "Who told you that?" Oh my goodness.
Who was that?
That was Jalea. Does Jayla have a favorite memory?
Is she there?
Yes, ma'am. When I baked that cake and I gave you all those spare pieces.
I can't hear her.
When I baked that cake,
Yes.
we was over there, and when we was playing card games and Grandma kept winning.
I have no mercy on grandkids.
She
And now, Jayla, she is pretty good around the kitchen.
She is.
Baking, cleaning, cooking, learning. And excited about it. You know what I'm saying? We set up for a picnic outside. Jayla set up everything herself. We're gonna need. I saw the managing. We're gonna need this, and that. We'll take that out there. And she was getting it together. I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. The last time I saw Jayla, she asked me why my stickers don't come off my skin. I think it's been a minute.
I think she understands the concept of tattoos now. I think she understands the concept of tattoos at this point.
That's so cute.
I'm glad she didn't try to scratch him
You
up.
know why the tattoos didn't wash off like hers.
And she asked me, she said, why your stickers don't come off? So I take it she's grown.
She got more understanding.
Well, that's like what Beyonce said. Shotty's car got wrinkled. They got more than wrinkled.
She had a wreck. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. This has been an incredible time.
It was really wrinkled too.
Oh, that was hilarious.
She was
She was so concerned too. Ain't Shiny, your car got wrinkled? It very much got wrinkled. Yes.
And she was telling people, hey, Shotty car got wrinkled. Yeah, it was wrinkled. It was wrinkled up.
It be your own people, don't it, Shiny?
She was so she's supposed to say, oh, your polar car is wrinkled up.
My. Wow.
Like, you can't even breathe.
Yes. And you know, Jalea, I had no idea she was so artistic.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, she can draw. I can't draw today. I tried.
Mm-mm.
So thank God for a technical age where you don't have to. There's a lot of templates for everything. But she can draw. Okay?
Mm-hmm. She can.
Yes. Yes. So creative. You all keep all that going. Right? Leah, I know we don't have time, but maybe next time, could everybody say what animal they wish they could come back as if they had to come back as an animal?
A lion.
Okay. Not an octopus. I can't have that many kids at one time.
No.
I don't know if I ever thought about coming back as an animal.
No, I never thought
I would
about
definitely
it.
come back as a predator.
Yeah.
I believe that
I
about
chose lion
Chantalie.
'cause I'm a
Really?
Leo, so.
Ain't nobody come back and no, I'm coming back as a rabbit. No.
You're a goner. You're a goner.
Really?
I might come back as a roach.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, after living with some rabbits, they're not quite as docile as you think they are.
Really?
No.
But roaches have
They
lived
can attack.
beyond the time, the tale of time. They've been around since World War, all of them. So
Yeah.
If you go start with the World War, at least name one. You can't say the World War, all of them.
Leah told me that the rabbits were making the loud sound. I didn't know they could make a loud sound.
Yeah, they can scream.
You
And
hear?
they
I
ran-
heard
they
the
didn't
first
just
time
like bunny rabbits. They ran through the house. She said like dogs.
Yeah, they growl. They do growl when they're being confronted, but they do scream like if they're being attacked or cornered. So I didn't think they made noises at all, but they do make a myriad of different noises.
They do.
Wow.
And the funny thing, we had 4 different rabbits. Each one of them literally had a different personality.
Oh my goodness.
they have
we
high
found-
anxiety too.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I threw mom's rabbit.
Yeah, and that was your brother's rabbit, and your brother almost gathered you up over that.
It was
his rabbit.
shaking. I was shaking. They wasn't moving fast enough. It was looking at me. It was too much going
Wow.
on. Nobody grabbed him. It had to go.
we found out the meaning of having babies like rabbits?
Yeah, we had one. We started off with one female rabbit, which was Nova, and so then we got a second female to keep her company because they actually do operate better in pairs because they get lonely and depressed very easy.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then we found out when Nova ended up pregnant that the second was not a female. Clearly, we got a male.
I was going to say how that science works.
So, well, when he was at the pet store, he asked for a female, but clearly, when they're that little, you don't always know. Because we got babies, and so thankfully she only had 2 because they can have up to 15 at a time. Woo! And if I had came down here and found 15 bunnies in this cage,
just pass out.
You just open the front door and let what happened happen.
It just wouldn't been good for nobody.
I would like to come back as an elephant if I had to come back as an animal, because I like how they are so family oriented, how they help the young, and I like how big they are. My thing would be, I'm gonna hit you with this trunk, I'm gonna sit on you. I got 2 things: sit on you or hit you with this trunk. Okay.
I guess the elephant could be. They're just not pretty. I wouldn't want to make it something pretty though.
But ask another male elephant; they're pretty to them. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's pregnant for too long. I can't.
That 2-year thing is a deal breaker for me.
2 years and 2 months.
And I love animals, but I've seen a horse give birth too. Like they stand up and it just flop out. That's too much. I need to.
Oh, I think that's an easy way to give birth.
No.
Them big long legs. What else you gonna do?
It's almost what 2 years I think for a horse as well. Like they have
They're pregnant for quite a while too. Yeah.
I think it's 300 days. It's 1 year.
Wow.
That's too much.
So what type of predator, Chantalee?
A T-Rex? Oh, you said Shawnee.
I want to hear the girls too. Shawnee, what type of a predator? A big predator or a little predator?
Definitely humongous.
Shawnee said, I'm taking everybody out.
Stand a better chance.
Do not play with me. Okay? I'm thinking along the lines of a bear.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you mean something big. Wow.
I mean, what's the biggest you got is what I'm talking about.
I think it's the black bear, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I think
they are violent too.
Yeah, that's what
and they look so furry and cuddly, huh?
But I think that the polar bears
more vicious. It is.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, but everybody got messed up by them Coca-Cola commercials and they've been lied to.
I mean, if you could survive out there in the cold, you pretty much could be good.
You go through anything.
The first time I saw something like an Animal Planet thing, and they were showing the polar bear, and all that white fur was covered in red, and I was just like,
oh yeah, because they tear something up.
Yeah, these ain't the Coca-Cola bears.
Because those bears can actually walk through walls. They go through houses.
Yeah. Yep, they can rip things apart with those claws too. Where's Jayla and Jalea? If they had to be an animal,
they went back outside.
I got it.
If you could be a different animal,
they want to be something that's free. That's what they want to be.
They said the largest predator is a sperm whale. So I don't know if you want to be in the water or not, but
I'm not trying to be underwater.
And I don't like that name either. I don't like the name they have. Yeah.
Well, I didn't name it.
A little touchy about that.
I'm not trying to be underwater. So yeah, I'll probably be a polar bear or an elephant.
Yeah,
they're not aggressive, but they are big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they can be aggressive if pushed.
Yes.
What from Dollar Tree do you mothers want?
Wow. From Dollar Tree.
No, now all our listeners know we get the dollar gift.
Oh, this live? Oh,
Yes.
Wait, are we getting one? And it's $1.25 now, dear. Are we getting one, or can we get a group of something?
well, I was thinking about getting you the flowers because, like my love for you, they never die.
I don't.
You
Oh,
see
that's
what you
wonderful.
see?
But
You
I
see
don't
what
do.
I
I
mean?
don't do a lot of flowers.
That
But that's
I
why.
don't
That's
want
why I was
none of
also
that.
getting the ones from there.
don't buy that. Don't buy that poppycock. Don't buy that. Just my
Kiara,
love for you and never
look,
died. That was that.
isn't that chintzy? And what is that? Hallmark? We heard some Hallmark stuff. Listen, I shouldn't be naming companies, right? But
Because it's not about the amount. It's about the.
Don't
even finish that.
You
Don't
gotta
finish that
sit up
foolishness.
there and
that's
then-
the kind of stuff you
That's
should
what you
not be
tell
saying.
small little bitty children.
Cause no, because if she would have peddled this out, she forget your birthday rolling around too.
Thank
And
Dollar
she
Tree,
will be
Okay.
telling
Dollar
us.
Tree is
Okay,
located in
fine.
Florence.
Do y'all want the
We got-
Applebee's 2 for $25? That way y'all can go eat together.
You know what? Our Applebee's shut down, so that won't work for
Yeah,
us.
we ain't got to We ain't got to have these no more.
Chili's got a 2
Ain't
for
no more.
20. So, you know, you can a 2 for 20 from Chili's would be just fine too. You can go there, you know, you can switch
Do
it
you
up.
hear this, Angelique? She giving us $1 gift, but she want a 2 for 20 for her birthday. That's not.
No, she said that's for y'all. She was saying that she
That's
can
for
give
y'all
y'all
Mother's
that.
Day.
Yeah, y'all could
Yeah.
split a Chili's 2 for 20.
I'm not splitting anything for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I get one mom.
There's 4
Yeah.
of us.
Well, I'm saying y'all can go together, you know,
No,
and then
but see,
I
we
pay
didn't
for y'all
together
meal.
you into the world.
Together.
I was in the bed by myself.
She's trying to clarify. She's trying to
And
clarify.
I don't think Shotty's near Chili's. So now what she supposed to do?
What
No,
y'all need, what you
Chantilly
want?
is
You
not
want some
near Chili's.
Starburst, some sunflower seeds. You want some Mike
Ira,
Nice?
you're not making yourself look good at
Nah,
the
later.
moment.
I do like sunflower seeds, and I just used my last ones in my broccoli salad today.
Well, I'm a renter mom, so what do I get?
You are not a renter mom. You're a mom.
What is a rent mom?
When
She's
she
a
comes
part of
over,
her
you know,
business
she
is
rents
she's
me
gonna-
for a while.
Oh my goodness.
Good night. It's time for you to go to bed.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up before Miara costs us
I
viewership.
have been up since 4 a.m.
I know. See, that's why I said it's time for you to go to bed because I already know you was getting foolish. She said she's been up since 4. That's why I said no. It's time for you getting out of hand.
I haven't talked to y'all in so long.
We'll talk offline because you gonna say something squirrely.
You got to put down there the views expressed by our viewer is not the views of this program.
we gotta get you offline. You gonna say something? We're gonna be like, we sorry, y'all. She was.
Stop,
She
Papa.
We'll have to do like they do at the award show and
turn the music up.
just start muting my camera. I'm gonna be talking. Poppy, stop. Now, for you get popped now.
This has been a wonderful time, and we are going to have to do this again before next May for sure.
Stop.
I definitely have gained a lot from it, and we have enjoyed it. Chantilly, do you want to close us out by asking us where we can all be found?
Okay.
I just say what she
Starting
said.
with Pastor Bernadette, going to ending with Miara. Where can y'all be found?
Okay. On all social media, you will either see Dr. Bernadette Elijah or Doctors Dwight and Bernadette Elijah. That is Facebook, Instagram, fan base. Don't look too close. That is even TikTok, and anything else along that line. If you look for that, you'll get us. Okay. Always doing something.
You can
YouTube.
find me.
Sorry.
You can find me on all social media platforms under "This Is What a Fighter Looks Like." That is my my biggest platform. I am a advocate for cancer survivors and a coach. Fan base, I am Coach Leah, as well as on YouTube. I am Coach Leah, and This Is What a Fighter Looks Like on YouTube. And I'm enjoying the life as a transformational coach at the moment, as well as an advocate. And that birthday balloon needs to be popped because it's keeping it on the side of me right now.
you know
They
what?
get out of control. When the air goes, they get out of control.
I'm so embarrassed.
Just kind of slide and push it away. Just push it away. Just push it all down to the way, all down to the camera. Just kind of slide it out to the side.
I don't like to see somebody pop a balloon though. I don't like that. It came into the shot. I'm here.
Oh my gosh.
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Fanbase and Facebook under Rainy Days and Nights. Or you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under Angelique Elijah or Angelique Plus Size Model.
Right.
Did Chantalie say where she can be found? Did Miara
That's
say where
it.
she can be found? Or is Miara not wanting to be found?
Well, we haven't got to the back of it yet.
Okay.
Miara, it's your turn.
My Facebook is back up. It's under Mimi Hussey. You can find me on Cash App at Mimi Hussey.
We didn't ask you nothing about your money.
See, you about to get muted. You about to get a whole mute.
Say, wait a minute, I didn't put my Cash App. Oh,
y'all said social media is social.
That's the paper processor. Move around.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Yes, it is it.
Yeah.
She's finished.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna need to get some rest, boo.
You can find me on YouTube at Chantalie Brand Coaching, and also Instagram, same name, and also Cash App, the same name.
You know what? My Cash App is
Hold on. We doing Cash App.
My Cash, you
Oh
can
my
find me on
God.
Cash App under Coach Leah, and my Venmo is Leah _Elijah.
Yeah, I know that's right. Get
Just
your
do your Cash
blessing.
App.
You never know where they gonna come from.
You can find me on Cash
Dr. Bernadette Elijah.
Cash App, $ Angelique Elijah, Venmo Angelique Elijah, Google Pay is Angelique Elijah. It's Angelique. If you see my name, that's
it.
My
Her.
picture
Okay,
is
everyone.
up there. Yes, if you don't see my picture, that's not me.
If we had a choice to send love or send money, which one do you want us to send?
Cash.
Money.
Money.
Spend the money with love.
Really?
Go.
If on Cash App, you can add a note, so just put a heart with your kid.
Right.
Oh my
Social.
goodness.
Yes. Positive
Oh my
thoughts.
gosh. Ladies, thank you all so much for giving us your time. I am so blessed to be a part of an incredible family, an incredible heritage, and I'm so thankful to be celebrating Mother's Day with all of you wonderful women. So having said that, I've been watching the social media, and we have had viewers watching, and I pray that you all have enjoyed our conversation and our dialogue. This is literally what it is like to be in a conversation with my mother and my sisters and my daughter and my nieces around the dining room table, on the phone, on any given day. This is not a performance. This is Elijah life 24/7. And I love it. I wouldn't ask for anything else. So having said that, my name is Leah. Oh, she misses her cue so much.
You would have to say, and she's Shani.
And I'm Shani.
And I'm Angelique.
Thank you all so much for letting our family be a part of your family. And we will see you all in 2 weeks for another incredible show. You have a blessed evening and a wonderful Mother's Day.
Wow. Bye, meow.
Bye. Cash at me.
Oh my goodness.